Number 10, Alonso Franco, CEO of Arrivedo, book hotels with neighborhood guides.
Hello. Today, 400 hotels are currently publishing local experiences via Arrivedo. My name is Alonso Franco. I'm an entrepreneur in hospitality and technology. One of my hostels is considered number 3 in the world. My co-founder has 15 years of experience in Silicon Valley, having built products in the past that aggregate content from the internet at massive scale. I presented him with this challenge. As a traveler, I dream of finding a hotel that will provide me that local experience. As a hotel entrepreneur, I went on and designed that neighborhood guide to delight my guests. I was surprised there was no online platform offering a place to put our recommendations to guests. In fact, the internet is treating us with no considerations. Airbnb now is the one positioning as the super local hosts, and they are the ones stealing guests from our base. So how do we solve this problem? We have to think like the modern traveler. As a traveler, I ask you, have you wondered which neighborhood would you stay on your next location? Or if you knew the area, which hotel will provide the local experience that you are looking for? Our solution, one neighborhood guide for every hotel in the world. We are inviting hotels to publish a neighborhood guide to guests. We are giving hotels a voice as local hosts for the first time. And we invite then travelers to comment on neighborhood guides so that they provide robust content and dynamic for the next guest checking in. Hotels compose articles or local experiences in article format with images, places, and routes. All of these will bring neighborhood data to ultimately bring a revolutionary system to defer users from Airbnb into our platform, ultimately giving hotels more bookings. This is the new hotel search we propose. Instead of by reviews, by hotel neighborhood guide, who provide you the best local experience. So we attract hotels that are passionate about their location. And we ultimately serve users who are in the search for a local experience. And we put all prices up there, so otherwise users will not trust and book. We get paid as we send traffic to hotel sites or to hotel booking engines in a cost per transaction model. With our current MVP, 3.3% of our users are clicking on book now as we send them to their hotel sites. 400 hotels in 75 cities are publishing with us. And this content is helping us pre-populate 7,000 hotels with a neighborhood guide. Since December, we have been growing at a 30% rate month to month. If you're a hotel here, please go online, find your hotel, claim your profile. It is free. You only have to take care of your content. But we have even solved that for you. We build a community of travel writers. They will interview your hotel staff in the search for the local knowledge, and they will craft these local experiences to guests. In exchange, hotel will pay with free accommodation or in cash, as you prefer. In addition to attract users, delight your customers and guests, installing a widget in your website, giving you reputation as a local host, or automatize emails to get a check-in just at the moment that the guests arrive. So thoughtful of you, hotels. Please join us to organize one neighborhood guide for every hotel in the world. And let's fight back against Airbnb together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alonso. Judges, questions?
So you have travel writers that will write the neighborhood guide. So how are they curating the guide that will distinguish if they're going to stay, if they're writing for, say, this group as opposed to the other group? What's the distinction then if they're going to be talking about the same neighborhood where across the road would be this hotel and then right next to it is another hotel?
Well, both of the hotels could be in different price points. One could be a hostel, one could be a luxury hotel. But most importantly, one hotel could be super passionate about the recommendations that they give to the local riders. And they will be able to craft a better neighborhood guide if they come prepared. At the end, the hotel will craft a neighborhood guide in an hour of their time on that interview, what it took me 6 months to deliver that printed neighborhood guide I showed at the beginning. One more thing to comment, there are 1 million digital nomads globally. We are outreaching to them, telling them, become local riders for Arrivedo. They go and knock on doors to hotels. That's why so many hotels are creating their own neighborhood guides right now. And 96% of hotels that are interviewed by our riders say they like, their neighborhood guide met or exceeded their expectations as we train riders on how to create these local experiences.
How do you make money?
So we get paid in a cost per transaction. As we rank hotels, users come in to identify which hotel will provide the best local experience. When you press book now, we send them to the hotel site. If the transaction is finished, we get paid per transaction. You can call it a meta search engine.
So I would have to go to your site.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I would have to go to your site first, and I look at all the hotels, and I see the write-ups that are done by local guys who meet with the hotel and write local guys.
Yes.
Yes?
But you do not have to go and watch all of them. There's a ranking
No, I understand. So you rank them based on whatever criteria?
and the user interaction with the neighborhood guide. So the users time on neighborhood guide, places discovered, places visited, routes discovered, they are better experiences, and then they are better on Arrivedo.
So this is search and discovery for local content.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So no, you go ahead.
So one thing to mention is that as of today, a single hotel can be having 2,500 users a year in Arrivedo. But how are travelers finding Arrivedo? Google has realized that we are organizing hotel content with neighborhood content for the first time. So we are positioned #1 in the 400 hotels publishing with us in Google. And when you search hotel name plus the word neighborhood, we are #1. Airbnb now is below. They've put a lot of money to be on the word neighborhood. But with this little content, we are starting to become #1 on Google on these hotel searches.
Who owns the content, the hotel's content?
The hotel owns the content. We are defensible as travelers comment on the neighborhood guides. The hotel can decide to publish their content somewhere else, but the comments of the neighborhood guides in this dynamic interface is ours.
So if there are two hotels across the road, and the same great coffee shop is just on the corner, theoretically they would have they would recommend that same coffee shop to their guests. So there would be two recommendations basically, one written by Hotel A and the other recommendation written by the other hotel. Is that correct? Or would there be one recommendation used by two hotels?
There will be one recommendation used by the hotel, and at the bottom, there are hundreds of travelers that have left their recommendation to the route or to the coffee shop specifically. And then we can go and aggregate that for a single place, it's been commented by 15 different hotels. So that's even more content for the traveler, that they will see first their hotel commenting, all their guests, but you can see more concierge or marketers commenting on the best places nearby. So you have what the locals think is the best.
So long term, your value proposition is just the vast number of hotels you think that you can create and keep. I mean, what's to prevent a Facebook or a Google just doing the same thing?
Well, or an OTA. So they're trying, or they have tried to put landmarks at the site, but their websites are not optimized for receiving neighborhood guides. They're optimized for other purposes. TripAdvisor is optimized for reviews. And his CEO is saying that they will never lose the focus out of reviews. And we will never lose the focus out of neighborhood guides. We will craft and provide a platform to organize the best neighborhood guides, and that will be our single focus. So they can go try and put it as a feature, but ultimately, we will provide the technology to do this best.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
Alonso.
Thank you.